Hey there, welcome to Paper Muse. This is Teresa. I'm coming to you today for a different thing than normal. I am in front of the camera instead of just seeing my hands. And I'm really excited because I was going through YouTube and I decided, hey, I'm going to start looking for videos that don't have thousands of views. People like me who are creating content who are, not getting as many views as like the top ones that are going out when you search on YouTube, the top ones that you see, the videos. So I decided to play with the filters, and I wanted to play with it where I was like saying, oh, it had to be today or this week, and then I would sort it so that instead of like I think it sorted, I couldn't sort it so that it would show me the least views, but I sorted it so it showed me the most views, and then I scrolled down to the bottom, and then that's where I saw the least views. And I happened to run across, and I'm going to look at my notes because I don't want to say things wrong, by Mimi with Love, and she was going live, which I thought was really brave of her, and I really love her hair. I'm just going to give a shout out because we're both like, into long hair. And yeah, it was really cool. She talked about Tea Tuesday, and it was just a thing that where you get in front of the camera and you have some tea and you just chat, what they call spill the tea, I guess. I don't have any juicy gossip to talk about, but anyways. And then from that, because she said it was an open collab, I don't know if she said it was open collab. I found out that it was an open collab, which means that anybody can join in and be part of this really cool, unique community that I am just loving, that I found because I'm joining it, and I just think it's a really cool bunch of ladies. And yeah, so anyway, so she told me about Life with Patti and Kathy's Favorite Things. Those two are the ones who started this Tea Tuesday idea, and they've basically opened it up for everybody to join in, and it's just an awesome thing. And then from there, because I looked up the hashtag Tea Tuesday, obviously you only have so much time that you can spend on YouTube, but I found two people that I kind of was enjoying watching. I love all the videos because it's kind of like they're welcome you into their home and you're having tea with them, and they're just, talking about life. And I'll talk about Willow Sage Braden. I find her just so relaxing. Like, she's just, I guess I'm a bit more energetic, maybe, I don't know, like flinging things around. She's just calm, and she just like, it's like you're just sitting next to her at the table and she's just telling you about her life. And it's really nice because it's not like content that you have to really pay attention to, as in like watching. Like, you can do your crafts, you can do your journaling, you can do stuff while you have that in the background, and it's like you get to know her a bit more, right? So I really enjoyed hers. And Deb's Way, I thought that was cool. She did one about going out to like the stores and showing us all the different things. I love those kind of videos because it's like I kind of get that high feel just through them vicariously and not spend any money, which is great. Leading into that, I guess I will say I did go to the dollar store. I can't seem to keep myself away from that. I have not had glitter for the longest time. I do recall why I didn't want glitter, because it is quite a mess, but I was intrigued to try having some glitter, so I got that. And then I was looking at Crate Joy. It's funny how you just make your way through the internet, like oh, just remembered, I need to make tea. Oh my goodness, I was doing Tea Tuesday without tea. So I've got here some of this. Oh, these people, the ladies, have the most amazing tea, and I'm in Canada. I don't know where you guys get all those delicious fruit teas, but this is one of my favorites. Cinnamon apple spice. It's quite cinnamony. It's nice for the fall. I really like it, and I loved how the ladies really showed exactly how, you know, pouring it in and the look of it and all that, but I am just not that camera savvy yet. Maybe one day, but I thought instead of putting all this pressure on myself to make everything perfect, I'm just gonna do what I can do, and then maybe I'll advance to showing off. So my husband made me coffee this morning. I was planning on like at least having a nice teacup and all that, but he made me coffee, and I just like, I got a mug going, so why not? So this is, I love this mug. I bought it at Home Sense or Winners. Yeah, like, because they're about the same store. But yeah, I think it was Home Sense. And they don't have them anymore, and I really love it. Like, why do everybody want those ceramic white mugs? I love the pottery looking mugs. I wish I bought more, but you know. So it's a nice big cup. I like that. You know, with the teacup, it's lovely if you have the teapot, because it's like you want to make that tea bag last. I'm a bit of a, I guess, cheapskate, because I want my, you know, good nice cup of tea for my tea. So I got this at the, I am not at all an artist or a sketcher or anything like this, but I like I said, I found my way to Crate Joy, and they had a box there for artists, and I'm like, they had a video about this kind of product, and I'm like, well, I really don't want to spend like $30–40 every month getting items that I may or may not use, right? But I was inspired to think about, and this is only $2, and you know, just to play around. So I'd rather do that. Oh, I am saddened to see that they did not sharpen them. I mean, it makes sense, but that means more work for me. But there, I got that, and I got the sparkles, and then if you saw one of my videos, or maybe it's not out yet, I pre-video my stuff and I schedule it, but I love this paper. I got it, and I just wanted to get it again because it's just such a lovely paper. That's my purchases of. And now I was also doing a video, and I realized these markers really need to be seen it whether they're good or not, and then I have to sort them that way, because I'm not a fan of pulling out a marker and then finding out it's all dried up. So I thought, well, while I talk, I'll just play and see. Okay, that's a good marker. Okay, what else? I tried to talk my husband into coming in for tea time. And he was like, but I'll get him one time. It's just nice, right? To do something. He's shy about YouTube. So that's a good one. So I am just in love with the fall. That's not a good one. Is everybody else having a good time with that? Like, just the leaves starting to fall, the colors changing, the cool breeze that we've had, like just the whole, you know, attitude of that changes, everything in the market. It's just so nice. I love fall. I would say it's my favorite season. And I'm looking forward to doing some fall crafts. I always, my husband and I would go collect leaves at the park in buckets, and then I sew them all together, and I make a wreath for the door. It never lasts long because, you know, the leaves dry out, get crinkly and all that, but, you know, it's good for a while, and I really like doing it. It's a fun activity, and it's cheap, right? Because all you're doing is using dollar store thread. Wow, these have been, it's nice to know that I'm actually using my supplies, that they've gotten down this far. I'm looking forward to, I've got plans to go out to the woods to have a bonfire. my husband and I, we really like to go camping, so we've been doing that. We do car camping and then tent camping. Yeah, and so we're gonna do the Halloween stuff. And I create a bucket list. I don't know if you guys do that, but I love to create. I'll create it for summer, but I don't ever really. Autumn, I pay attention to my bucket list religiously. It's like, gotta get it. So there's like stargazing. We want to go out at night to the park and just stargaze. Oh my goodness. Ew. Yeah, that one's goners. Like, not even usable for anything else. Sorry. So we do that, and then yeah, I couldn't tell you offhand what's on my bucket list, but you can just do a Google search and tons of different ideas. Picnic, I think. I just love it. And my husband's favorite holiday is Halloween. It's got to be like my least favorite, but I try to be nice, and I don't like scary stuff, or I find Halloween to be a dark holiday. But he likes the whole scary thing and all that, so I try and make sure he has a fun time. But for me, it's I like the autumn, the fall, the Thanksgiving too. I love the idea of being grateful and counting your blessings and being thankful, and like for the harvest, for the things you have in life. I think we far too often looking at what we don't have. I think it's a good thing for everyone to be looking at what they do have. Like, it's way better for your soul, I think. What else do I have to say? Oh, I'm going to the US, and the only reason is because my husband's from there and he wants to see family, and we're gonna go for American Thanksgiving, and so that's exciting. But I was basically like, there's a few things that has to, oh, my eyes are watering. There's a few things that has to happen if I'm going to go over the border. One, it's got to be open for Canadians. It's still not, right? I believe we're allowed to fly, but the border isn't open. But I think we're allowed to fly. And then I said that, because the last time we went over, the whole COVID thing happened. Like, oh, okay, let me tell you the story about this. I know nobody wants to hear about COVID, but I got married in February of 2020. At the end of February. Okay, so this was just before everything shut down. And so I got married in the States, and we even went on a cruise for the honeymoon and all that. And luckily we got back, and he got into Canada. He's with me in Canada. And we got into Canada, and luckily just before everything shut. So thankful that I had him here during all of that, because if we would have been apart, it would have been so much harder on my mental health, his, like being away and all that. Anyways, so I got sick at the very end of it, and I thought maybe I had COVID. I don't know, because it wasn't like you could go get a test then. They didn't have enough information, but it was really scary because I was on the cruise ship, and they don't cover medical on the cruise ship. At least that's what they told me, like that they wouldn't accept what I had. And so I had to pay them the bill, and I had to have an air thingy and all that. Anyways, so after that experience, I'm like, I'm not going to the States unless they cover COVID, because the travel agencies, when he came up here, we were going to get him travel insurance for up here, and they strictly said they do not cover COVID. So it was scary, right? But now they have it where they cover COVID. BCAA covers for if you have your 2 shots up to 10 million, and I think if you have your no shots 10,000 or something like that. Don't quote me on it. But so we have that. So we have that. And then also the flight has a coverage, whereas if something happens, like where we're banned from traveling or whatnot, we can collect, not get our money back, but use that money to get a ticket in the future. So I thought, okay, so I feel a little bit safe. Okay, I'm covered that way, I'm covered that way. So he is really excited to go home because he hasn't seen his family for a while. I'm not too sure if I've been paying really good attention here, but but yeah, so I'm going to the US for Thanksgiving, American Day. We do it differently on Canada. We do it before Halloween. And I personally think it's great because I can't imagine wanting 2 big dinners within a month, which is what the Americans have. But he thinks, because he loves Halloween, he's like, well, you guys make me wait until like mid-October to start celebrating Halloween, whereas in America, as soon as September rolls around, we're allowed to start celebrating Halloween. And I'm like, oh, okay. I personally like that we have a lot of time for Thanksgiving because that's more my holiday. It's funny. So we're still sort of like, I feel like I can't say we're newlyweds because our year's up, but I feel like we're still in that, like, you know, lovey-dovey. This is my first marriage, just in case, because I know people have multiples, but no, like, I've been single forever. And it just, I always thought, I've told my mom from when I was younger, I'm never getting married. Don't think about it. Like, I've told her I'm never having kids. I'm not doing that thing. And then I met him. And like, what? We met online like 9 years ago. And slowly but surely, he worked his way in. But I kind of, you know, also wanted it. He's just an awesome guy. Yes, I realized I put those all in upside down. So I'm going to make a playlist of all the Tea Tuesdays videos, and I really want to like that to help me find a way to like just be able to play them all without having to click, and so I can have them going at the background, you know, kind of thing. So I'll put the link in the description so that you could click on it and see all the other people who are doing this really cool project. And if you have a YouTube channel, or if you don't and you want to start, please join us. It'd be awesome. So I'm just thinking, oh, I'm going to have another sip of my tea. Oh, that's good. The great thing about fall as well, when summer's over, tea time. That's cute. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to fall. It's wonderful. What else to dish about? I mean, it's like I'm just standing. I'm not standing. I'm sitting in front of a camera just gabbing about me. What else? So, more bucket list things. We have apple orchards here. So we always go out to pick up some apples. That's always fun. And oh, I don't know. I'm new to YouTube, so, and I pretty much do videos about junk journaling. I hate to call it art journaling because it's really just me messing about like a 2-year-old. But I really enjoy it. I have fun. I consider the process what's the important part, not the product. And I always pretty much keep my supplies to cheap. And they last me a good while, so. I'll give you a little information here. I am a Lego fan. Yeah, laying that out the bag. My husband, it's so cute. He's like, don't tell anybody. It's a secret just between you and me. And I'm like, I tell everybody. I'm like, yeah, we're going to a Lego convention. Like, there's one coming up, BrickCon, in Seattle. We're not going physically, but they now have, because of COVID, a virtual conference thingy. We went to BrickCon. We went to Bricks by the Bay, just virtually, right? And so it's coming up October if you're interested. I know there's a real stigma about why would adults want to play with Legos, but I think you need to try it and then judge. Because I really liked it as a kid, and then I got married and he started talking about how for last Christmas he wanted Lego. And I was like, okay, like I'm doing the same thing you're probably doing to me, like an adult playing Lego, what? But I said, sure, you know, I liked it as a kid, why not? It's your choice, right? Like, have fun, everybody's got different hobbies. And he's always been super supportive of my crafty stuff. You know, like Hobby Lobby, he's like, go for it. I'm like, yeah, hold me back. I need someone to hold me back, not tell me to go for it. Anyways, so then he has so much joy. Like, we've got a lot of Lego now. He has so much joy from it. I thought, well, oh, that one might be all right. I thought, well, I want Lego too. So I bought myself a classic set, and we started building like a Lego city. And I bought a few sets, like, so the classic seems to be more like it's just bricks and plates, and it's creative and you could build whatever you want, but you have to have kind of some sort of inspiration or idea. Whereas the sets, you just can pick something that you like from a theme, like Avengers, I believe they have stuff for, Harry Potter. My mind's lost right now. I can't really tell you. You probably didn't even come on to here to talk about Lego, but here it is. Another passion of mine. So, the sets are nice because you don't have to think. It is the way it is, and you take it one step at a time, and it's quite a relaxing thing to do because it's just really nice. Like, and at the end, you've got something to show for it, and there's no, like, onus on you to figure out things. But the creative, the classic, I like because we make our own little Lego city, and, you know, we can make whatever we want. It's fun. So I have some sets and I have some classic. And now I am going to be, like, telling everybody, just because I don't think people should be ashamed as an adult to play with Lego. I don't. So I think that's crazy, you know. If that brings you joy, go for it. So I've been telling people, and I've been getting that look back, and, like, I'm just like, I'm gonna just pretend you didn't give me that look, because once you know about it, maybe other people will know about it, and maybe there'll be more of an acceptance of it. Okay, now I'll get off the Lego. Or maybe it's just me that thinks this. I don't know. Anyways, I think this would be, if I just keep going, a nice little pattern for a backdrop. Starter of a paper. Alright, what else am I up to that I should discuss? I don't know. It looks so easy this time, tea talk. Maybe I'll just fill it up with tea drinking. I forget which video it was I saw, but at the beginning they were showing how they pour the tea in and make it. I think it was Deb's Way. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But she actually said, stop, and you could go make yourself a tea too. And I was like, yes, I can. And I went and made myself one and came back, and it was really lovely. Because I wasn't thinking, hey, I could drink tea while I watch this. Oh, here's some brown here. All right, I think I'm out of things to talk about. I don't know. What could I talk about? I guess I'll just paint a bit. I think next time I do this, I'll probably put like a little list here of things to discuss. Going off of the top of my head. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just really loving this community. I think it's so cool. It seems very supportive. Everybody seems really authentic and real, and I like that about it. And I just gotta finish this and then I'm gonna say quits. I'm glad it's so open like that. I can just talk about anything because, like, what else can I talk about? I mean, there. I think I'll take this out and then I'll cut this off and then I'll take this and make something out of that. Because I started it with like different colors, but now this is all matchy-matchy, which I like. I like it. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these to the side and I'm going to keep them for this kind of project where I don't need much ink. Whereas I was really like when I need a lot of ink, like doing stamping imprints and whatnot, I was getting annoyed that I would pull one out and it would be like not enough. So I'm splitting up the team. I still like to use my supplies until they really die. All right, please join in. Check out the hashtag Tea Tuesday. Check out the two lovely people who came up with this idea, which is Life with Patti and Kathy's Favorite Things. Thanks for watching and joining in. And if you stuck out, wow, bravo. It was a hot mess. It was my first time. I think I did all right. Comment and let me know if there's anything you would like me to talk about. Anything you would like me never to talk about again.